So, what are the top stock movers today in the US stock market? As you see, I monitor now the US stock market on Yahoo Finance, and earlier today I made a call. Of course, not an investment recommendation, and a full disclaimer, not an investment advice. That Meta should move, let's say, lower as the downtrend still remains intact, and the target would be 550. We saw that the stock bounced nicely today. It made an intraday high of around 590, and then it has ever since moved lower. It touched the almost mathematically accuracy, the 61.9% retracement of this low to that high, and now it does not make anything significant. We're approaching the last 30 minutes of today's session, so we will see if this bounce from the low here will have legs or not. But nevertheless, some of the top movers today that we should have a look at are, first of all, I will mention NMAX, because NMAX had an IPO yesterday, and this is um, not typical of a stock that, let's say, made its debut yesterday, because it has gapped higher today. You see, it made a gap from yesterday. It made a high at around 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Then it moved lower, and when some traders would have 100% conviction that this rally that started yesterday and now has ended, the stock went parabolically higher. And as for now, we have yet 30 minutes to end this today's session. You see that the stock continues to push higher. Um, of course, something about the max is that it is too early, and this optimism should be dealt with, let's say, some skepticism. However, imagine if you are shorting the stock today, that will not be a wise decision, and because chasing, let's say, a stock higher and betting against it, if you do not have, let's say, um, the clues that or a solid trading plan that this rally will reverse, is not a good idea. On the contrary, it is a very bad idea. So can NMAX, of course, as a full disclaimer, I am not mentioning here any investment advice nor any investment recommendation. Okay, just to be clear on that, be fully transparent. Can it move higher? I see that let's say, having a look at the fundamentals, because fundamentals are always important on stock trading and stock investing. I would say no, but of course the market, the stock market, can remain irrational for a significant amount of time. So it would not be a surprise, let's say, if the stock continues to move higher and then makes, let's say, a rapid um, correction to the downside. It is something worth watching. and sometimes the fundamentals do not matter in stock trading, and this is exactly what happens today and yesterday to NMAX. Now, if we see some stock gainers, let's have a look at this. PVH, Corp, okay, a classic example of a gap higher, and we do not know yet if this gap, let's say, will tend to close over the next days. But see that we can see clearly that there was a spike of volume at the beginning, and there was also a spike on volume at one at around 1:10 p.m. Eastern Time, and nevertheless the stock continued to move, let's say, in a narrow, let's say, trading trading zone. Um, I do not see I do not see any significant trading opportunities here. And once again, I express my opinion. It's not an investment recommendation, not an investment uh, investment. Yes, it's not an investment recommendation. Okay, so nothing exciting here so far. If we see this stock SI Group, um, okay, we see that the stock made a nice rally, and sometimes volume is very important because it indicates whether the stock price correction will occur or it will not. Meaning that at around this time, nearly from 11 o'clock to 11:25 a.m. Eastern Time, there was a huge spike in volume. Ever since, the volume has declined, and the stock has retraced from its intraday high and entered into a sideways correction. And could someone play this downside from this intraday high to this, let's say, current price? I would argue that somehow yes, it could have been possible because there were some signs, let's say, of price reversal. And nevertheless, now we see that the stock has been stuck quite some time in some horizontal consolidation, which is not a great trading opportunity. As we have now entered the last 30 minutes of today's trading session. What about now PRGS, Progress Software Corporation? This is another classic example of do not try to find, let's say, the exact top for the day. It is much better to go with the trend because after you see the initial gap at the open, the stock has only done one thing. It moved higher. It consolidated a bit and it moved higher. Um, so trying to short, let's say, the stock near this high would have been profitable only for small gains. Um, let's see now CLSK, which is another stock gainer today, and this is very interesting because um, the correction to the rally today has been rather shallow, while the uptrend remains intact as for now. And you see that I have not placed a lot of indicators. I have only placed to simply moving average to have a clear chart. And this is very important because in trading, whether you are trading stocks or options, it is very crucial to have clear charts all the time and to always adhere to your trading plan. If you have a trade according to your trading plan, you should take it, always having into consideration and applying solid risk management. Um, so this concept is very important at all times, and it could not be wise also up from now to short the stock because it made from this intraday high to this intraday low rather shallow correction. Ever since it has moved higher and it continues moving higher. So we do not know when the exact high for the day will be. And this is a huge mistake. Rather than trying to predict the market, it is much better to try to adapt to it. Now, BRPHF is another stock symbol. The company name is Galaxy Digital Holdings, and this is a great example of a stock that does not have significant volume. So it would be the best when I see stock behaving like that. I do not trade it at all. I like liquidity. Liquidity is king in intraday and swing trading and day trading. So for me, this move, even though the stock as for now is about 8% higher, is a no-go for me. I do not like this uh, huge lack of liquidity. Now, if we go to the downside and have a look at some stocks that are losers today, we will see Concept Therapeutics Incorporated. And sometimes you have clues. It is important to have a look at the clues that the market gives to you. So you see that this huge important red bar near the open, or should I say at exactly the open, was typical of forthcoming correction, and the stock has moved considerably higher only for a very short time. It made this bounce, and ever since it moved only to the downside up to now. So shorting the stock when someone sees this huge red bar is something that has a lot of probabilities. Again, I'm not suggesting um, any investment recommendations today. I am only explaining what I see. Okay, now PCVX, PCVX, PCVX. Um, Nothing fancy here. Again, stock that moved lower today. It is down today around to 11%. It drifted lower, um, trying to catch, let's say, a falling knife. A typical textbook of this would be not only dangerous but would be also harmful to your trading account because you see that the stock has only made one thing today. It moved lower after consolidating for some period here. Okay, Pony Pony AI. Okay, obviously it has to do with artificial intelligence, I guess. I do not know more details. This is actually the first time that I am witnessing this talk. And again, the stock moved to lower around 12% as for now. We have about 20 minutes to the close. A nice drop, then it moved lower, a short-term bounce, and the overall trend is down, and the stock continued its downtrend, and okay, it made a rebound from the intraday low at around 755, and let's have a look also at IMVT, Immunovant Inc. Now, what I like about this stock, I must say that again, uh, it is not, let's say, a stock or a company that most people should be aware of. It is the first time for me that I am seeing this stock. But what I like is, and this is one of the best examples in trading, day trading, swing trading, trading in general, is this pattern. When you see a smooth trend that continues during the whole, let's say, um, duration of the stock market session. It has not, the stock has not made any excessive moves either to the downside or to the upside. It started again. The first clue for the day was this important red bar. The stock made tried to make here a nice rebound, and ever since it continued lower, and it has reached the intraday low of $15.80, and now it is struggling to whether this intraday low for the day will hold or not. Now moving back to where should I go? I should go to the max again. And max, I said before that we do not know and it's very dangerous to try to catch the exact high for the day. It seems that perhaps as we have now only 20 minutes to the close, that this bar, this red bar, most probably is the intraday high for today, and the intraday high was around $254, 253 and 85 cents to be more accurate. And I want now to go to Meta once again. because Meta over today a rather smooth upside rally from the beginning up to 12:50 p.m. Eastern time always. Ever since it has made a correction, and Fibonacci retracements are very important because this correction from this swing low to that swing high ended, as I said before, almost to the penny to this bar, the intraday low. But it is important for Meta to have a look at other time frames as well. And it is very important today to mention that yesterday the stock closed below the 200 simple moving average. So today was a very important day. Whether this uh, trend will continue or not. So the stock made an attempt to reverse this psychological trend. Um, it is not only interesting, but it is also worth mentioning the fact that um, this today seems to be a relief rally. But still, if we go to, let's have also a look at the weekly chart as well. Okay, uh, we see some weakness over the last, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, 8 weeks. Um, from the early February up to now. Here we see that the long term, as displayed by the 200 moving average, continues to be to the uptrend. Yet this weakness on the weekly chart should cause, let's say, how to say it, some alert, because let's also have a look at the 1 month chart. Here, the 1 month chart, we have a classic textbook of a reversal, the evening star, a rally, a bar that is considered to be neutral, and then we have this huge red bar which signals a potential correction. So it is very, very important, as you see, whether you are depending on what type of trader you are, to have a look at various time frames, whether you are trading stocks, options, or futures. Um, and I see, okay, let's have a look also at the 3 month chart as well. Um, we see also here some weakness, as evidenced by the 1 month. For intraday purposes, I focus mostly on the 5 minute chart, and sometimes on the 15 minutes. And if there is not a lot of price action there, I go to the 2 minute charts. I do not use a lot the 1 minute chart, because, as you will see here, it has most of the time a lot of noise. So the 2 minute chart is is better, and of course the 5 minute is even better for someone who wants to place only a few trades per day if the conditions are met. So we saw today the some on Yahoo Finance, some stock movers, some stocks to the upside, some stocks to the downside, and let's have a look also here at some big names. And we saw Meta. Let's have a look at Netflix. Okay, Netflix made a correction today, but ever since it bottomed at around 900 and 912 and 50, and it made a nice rebound, should I say. It is indeed almost $10 a rebound, not a bad one. If you were able to catch this intraday low, congrats. Um, Amazon, let's go back to see. Okay, okay, let's go to the 5 minutes because it is easier for us to see the trend. A nice rally, a nice correction, and now it moves sideways. Nothing to be excited here. I mean, at this specific time. Let's have a look at eBay. eBay today has not offered a lot of excitement. It only made a nice relief rally, and ever since it has moved lower, and now it struggles to see if this relief rally will hold or not. Um, Tesla, on the other hand, made a very nice rally, and this is a typical example also, and a very important thing to consider, that despite the announcements during the last days regarding tariffs and all these worries about the US economy, um, there will always be rallies and corrections, so you have to be prepared to play either if you are a swing trader or a day trader, stocks not only to the upside but also to the downside and vice versa. So if we go to, I will go to the daily chart to see a much better um, and more conservative chart regarding all time frames. Tesla has been in a very nice downtrend from the from the mid December of 2024, when it made a peak at around $488.31. Ever since it has only moved lower, but you see here that there have been some occasions of counter trend rallies, and today it is another classic example. The stock moved only higher at the beginning, and then it moved only lower, making a nice correction. So be always on alert, be always on lookout for trading opportunities. That's it for today. Thank you very much.